These hacks aren't just clever, they may just save your next backpacking trip.
Backpacking is one part adventure, one part problem solving, and sometimes the smallest tricks make the biggest difference. Today I'm sharing 20 unique hacks that'll help you pack smarter, hike happier, and stay one step ahead on the trail. I hope they make your time on the trail easier, more comfortable, and even a little more fun. Some of these hacks might just change the way you backpack forever, so let's jump right in.
Hack number 1, the multi-use bandana.
Ever sweat so much your eyebrows started their own river? Or maybe you spilled your morning oats into your shoe? Enter the humble bandana, a sweat wiper, pot holder, water pre-filter, emergency sling, or even a trail fashion statement. Seriously, it's a Swiss Army knife of fabric. A simple bandana is one of the most versatile pieces of gear you can carry. So you're trying to start a fire and everything's soggy, including your spirits? That's when your empty carton of eggs saves the day. Light one and voila, instant campfire hero. Start with a cardboard egg carton, add some dryer lint, and drizzle the remains of a wax candle over top. They burn for minutes, giving you a reliable flame to get your fire going, even in tough conditions. I've got another use for these fire starters later. But if you're like me and live in a place with no dryer, you can even use a paper bag cut into small pieces and drizzle melted wax over top of them. I like to put mine in this fun mint container. Nothing says cozy like snuggling up in a cold sleeping bag.
Said no one ever.
On cold nights, fill your water bottle with hot water, seal it tight, and wrap it in a sock before placing it inside your sleeping bag. This makes an instant heat source to keep you warm throughout the night. Just make sure it doesn't leak. The next tip involves the opposite use of the same water bottle, keeping things cool.
Ever taken a swig of boiling hot water on a hot day hike? It's like tea you didn't ask for. This natural cooling trick can lower the temperature of your water, giving you a refreshing drink when you need it the most.
Wet a sock, wrap it around your bottle, and let the breeze do its evaporative magic. Ice cold? No. Cooler? Definitely. If you insist on carrying soap, here's a tip to lighten your load. Carrying a giant soap bar is basically bringing a dumbbell on your hike. Instead, shave off tiny slivers into a Ziploc bag. Perfect for washing up without turning your pack into a Bath and Body store. Buzz, slap, curse, repeat. Insects got you down? Make a cloth or paracord bracelet and rub it with essential oils like citronella or eucalyptus.
Now you're stylish and smell like a spa that scares away bugs.
Murphy's Law loves the trail. Backpack strap ripped. Tent pole cracked. Here's a solution to fix those little incidents. Duct tape is a lifesaver for quick gear repairs, but carrying a full roll is bulky. Instead, wrap a few feet of duct tape around your trekking pole or lighter so you always have some when you need it without the extra bulk. Picture this, you get up to pee in the middle of the night and wham, you don't even get 3 feet before meeting the hard ground with your nose.
Replace your tent tie-outs with reflective paracord so you can easily see them with your headlamp at night and eliminate that nasty trip.
Rain always finds a way. Even with a pack cover, water sneaks in. Line your backpack with a heavy-duty trash bag. The bonus is now your pack doubles as the makeshift flotation device. Kind of.
Plus, I put my sleeping bag in an additional trash bag to keep it dry and ensure a good night's sleep.
And speaking of water, have you ever woken up to a miniature rainforest inside your single-wall tent? Condensation happens. Use a small microfiber towel to gently wipe down the ceiling and walls before it drips on your gear. And if you're really battling the moisture monsters, you'll want to stay tuned for another condensation trick coming up that works even while you sleep.
We all know that awkward moment when your pants rip halfway through the scramble. Stash a needle and thread.
Dental floss works great in your kit.
Instant gear surgeon. A tiny sewing kit can save your gear in an emergency. And here's another tip. Store the needle in the cardboard that your sim ejector tool came in. Broken buckle, floppy tent pole, rogue marmot chewing on your stuff. Zip ties are the silent MVP of the gear world. Zip ties can fix a lot. Pack a few zip ties in your bag so you're ready for anything. Backpacking meals are basically sadness in a pouch, unless you bring the spice.
Pre-mix your faves into tiny bags or tic-tac containers and elevate your camp cuisine to gourmet-ish. Food on the trail doesn't have to be bland.
Hack 14. Cold soaking your meals. Too tired to cook after hiking all day? Me too. Save fuel by cold soaking meals like oats, ramen, or couscous in a sealed container before dinner. By the time you're ready to eat, they're soft and they don't need cooking. Personally, I prefer hot meals on the trail, but it's good to know you can do this if you forget your fuel or your stove. Not that I've ever done that. Pre-filter. If your water source looks more like a mud puddle, don't panic. Run it through a coffee filter, the mesh bag that your pot came from, even your bandana, anything first before your filter. Your filter will last longer and your water will taste less earthy. I had a moment one day on the trail. We've all had this moment. Let me know if you agree. I had a moment. I got up, unzipped my tent. Standing right next to me is a grizzly bear, probably 100 feet away. I grabbed my camera and the bear spray. My camera, 0% battery because it was cold. Frozen mornings equals dead battery. Sleep with your batteries inside your bag to keep them warm and functional. They'll thank you by being ready in the morning when you are.
Turns out that little bottle of hand sanitizer isn't just for hygiene. It lights up like a charm thanks to the alcohol. Great for fire starting, just don't use the whole bottle.
Nothing says bad day like wet socks in the morning. And after you've made your sock damp throughout the day to keep your water cold, you might have damp socks. For whatever reason, tuck tomorrow's pair of socks inside your sleeping bag while you sleep. Toasty toes await. Sleep with your socks inside your sleeping bag to keep them dry and warm for the morning. Remember those fire starters I made earlier using dryer lint? If you've ever smelled like a gym sock mixed with trail mix, try putting these inside your pack. It helps control odors and gives you a hint of spring freshness. Do you need ambient light but you don't want to blind your trail buddy? Drop your headlamp into a stuffed sack and hang this inside your tent. Instant lantern with cozy chill vibes.
Remember I told you about the hack for battling the moisture monsters in a single wall tent?
Condensation doesn't just settle, it drips.
Hang a microfiber cloth inside your tent from the apex loop or at the highest point of the ceiling. It acts like a mini sponge, absorbing moisture and keeping it from raining indoors.
Bonus, it's easy to wring out and reuse.
And there you have it, 21 unique backpacking hacks that will help make your time on the trail smoother, safer, and more enjoyable. Which one was your favorite? Maybe you have a hack up your sleeve too. Let me know in the comments. Because out here, it's not just about surviving the wild, it's about thriving in it. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.
Thanks for watching, and until next time, happy trekking.